Thanks, John and Ken. Hillary Clinton went into an insane shrieking fit at a protester in Florida yesterday. About 3 minutes into a speech, some guy shouted and held up a sign that said Bill Clinton is a rapist. So Clinton pointed her crooked, bony, witch-like finger at the man and started screaming that I'm sick and tired of the negative, dark, divisive, dangerous vision and the anger of the people who support Donald Trump, thus implying that she is perfectly fine with the negative, dark, divisive, dangerous vision and the anger of the people that support her. It's like I always say, every person who says anything about Trump's sexual activity is absolutely telling the truth without one shred of evidence. But when you point out Bill Clinton's extracurricular sex life, they are shrieked at and shouted down. It's only fair, though, because the rules don't apply to the Clintons. I also believe this guy was a plant, the reason being because she had a response all ready to go. Anybody who knows anything about Hillary knows that she has never uttered a single syllable that wasn't pre-written, edited multiple times, run past numerous focus groups, used in previews at smaller speeches, and signed off on by a team of her closest advisors. They actually have to have her rehearse with test babies before she goes to see her own grandchildren. Her campaign tried to suggest that she went nuts because it was her third event of the day and it was after 10 o'clock at night, but we all know that the undead do better late at night anyway. That's all for now. I'm out of here.
There you go. Casey's presidential update every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're going to play it here.
Yeah, listen, this sounds scripted. Nobody comes up with these words off the top of their head when they're really angry.
Well, I think the guy that did it was part of that Roger Stone, Alex Jones paying people. But yes probably someone in the Clinton camp said you got to be ready with a response. So this is how it went.
Any issue you care about, anything, is at stake. I get sometimes a little overwhelmed by the fact that I love this country and I think you already are great. And you know, I am sick and tired of the negative, dark, divisive, dangerous vision and behavior of people who support Donald Trump. It is time for us to say no. We are not going backwards. We're going forward into a brighter future.
Yeah, that was divisive, dark forces. Nobody talks like that off the cuff.
Yeah, and it was alliteration. Speechwriters love alliteration.
Right.
And so the speechwriter gave
dark,
her
divisive,
dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's all about going backward.
It's always about going forward.
Yeah, let's move forward. Let's move on, move forward.
We are not going backwards. We're going forward into a brighter future.
Which is odd because the Democrats always use this, yet we've just had 8 years of Obama. If anybody should be using it, Trump should be saying, let's go forward and not back to the Obama years. But she keeps using it.
Yeah. And she doesn't want to go backward to talk about, she's happy to go backward to talk about Trump saying something disgusting and vulgar 11 years ago, right? That's fine. She's happy to talk about Trump saying something insulting to the beauty queen from 20 years ago. She's happy to go back into the...
Backwards.
Oh, no.
Backwards.
Easy.
That could cause a migraine.
That causes brain damage. But, you know, when it's her husband, and by the way, it's all those cases with Bill Clinton's sexual assaults, he's never addressed any of this. Neither has she. They haven't come clean and talked about all the things he did to all those women and her role in intimidating the women and covering up what he did. They've never come clean. Okay? We got the video on Trump. We get it. He acted like a barbarian on the bus to another guy. But you notice when he met the actress, he didn't actually grab her, right?
Right.
He just acted very crudely on the bus. But with him, we got 73-year-old Juanita Broderick who keeps telling the same story over and over again about being raped by Bill, and Bill and Hillary never come clean about it. And when you bring it up, it's like we can't go backward. We must always go forward.
Backwards.
That was the vast right-wing conspiracy in play back in the day with all the scandals and then the Monica Lewinsky thing and all that other stuff. What's fascinating about that, too, when you look back, the first response to the Lewinsky scandal was to deny. Remember that? Yes. I did not have sex with this woman. That's how they do this. That's how they always play this game.
And to smear her as being crazy.
Right.
In fact, that was one of the documents the National Enquirer had from that fixer guy, was the battle plan on how to smear Monica. Because they thought, first of all, Clinton was pretty well liked in the 1990s, so they thought they had an audience that would be sympathetic to him. And women especially are notorious for harshly judging other women who claim any kind of sexual indiscretion. And women will tend to blame the woman more than the man for some kind of an affair or some kind of sex romp outside the marriage. They'll go after the women. They actually don't think much of men. They think, men, you can't give them any temptations. They're going to give in. So it's the woman's fault for creating the temptation. That's exactly what happened.
We'll continue with the presidential race desk. We'll play some Bill Clinton audio. We'll talk about Anthony Weiner going into rehab. And, yes, the whole FBI thing. And Obama.